What is going on? I'm zmot, and the new update has dropped. Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about for the new update, I have covered it extensively. Do check those cards up there. We go over the new levels of the Engraver, which of course are headquarters level 28 only, as you can see right about there, but there is way more to this for mid to low levels. So before we get any further, we are going to jump to a mid to low level account, and regardless of what headquarters level you are, first and foremost, you know the drill. Code zmot over there in that shop. It expires. It's annoying. I hate to message it, but got to get into here and build this, the Proto Troop Workshop. You need to build it as soon as you possibly can on all accounts. Now, we don't want to spend diamonds, so we are going to absolutely empty our resource boat. That way we can build it for free, and this can be built at headquarters level 11 and higher, and you want to build it as soon as possible, because if you have fun with melons or heavy choppas or any of the other proto troops, you need to build this ASAP. And typically when a new update drops, the new buildings take forever to build. This one, they are currently on pause, so you might build it and be like, what the crap, this thing is useless, there's a bug, they're gonna fix it, don't worry about that. Just know that if you want to use proto troops on operations, on Mega Crab, on Dr. T, so that you can get into the new shop. And by the way, if you're loading this screen and you're like, what the heck are those purple coins with Dr. T's face on it, you need to go over into this sidebar, this button right about here. That will bring up the Shop of Evil, and then of course you're going to click on there, and the Shop of Evil is fantastic. I covered this in my sneak peek, but these are all resources that cannot be raided from you. So when you're ready to do a big upgrade, you load up your Dr. Evil coins, and then you buy the wood or the iron or whatever it is that you need for your upgrade, rather than going through Dr. T and then being short of resources and then getting raided and lose them, because of course any resources that you get from here or over here or any of these other bases, these resources, the standard gold and wood and all of the rest of the stuff up there in that top left hand side, that can all get raided, of course. And then battle details here on this right hand side. A bunch of you have said you hate it, it takes up too much space. I agree. Just jump down into the gameplay options and turn that button off, and you're golden. So with that out of the way, of course, we are going to get into our resources here and see that I've got 18 build tokens. So we can do a lot of things at once. Also, we've got, where are we at here? We've got 5 blueprints, but 0 attack plans, which is unfortunate. I'm guessing that I use those to get Rudero leveled up. Regardless, if we come down here, you can see we've got a couple resources in the resource boat. Again, if you're like, how? Just check those cards. I've got a video on that as well. Bottom line is I've got a video on that, is what it comes down to. Anyways, we are of course going to launch this. We're going to build this back in here somewhere. Gonna move things over just a touch. Yes, I know trees are annoying and some of you are not big fans of them, but I like them for whatever reason. And now we're going to make sure that things aren't touching, because actually we don't even care back there. So we're going to spend some diamonds. Definitely do not use that blueprint on that. You could also use some time savers, but you probably want to save those time savers for the new Engraver. Anyways, we are going to get that upgrading, because if you watched my sneak peek, you know that you need those extra training slots, and it actually gives you access to more of the more proto troops as well. So definitely do want to get this going. We're going to get this up a couple levels here. I don't really care about maxing it, because more importantly we need to get that headquarters up. So if we go into that evil shop, there is an option for an extra builder right there for 500 evil coins. And if we have a look over into here, you can see that you only need to do, what is that, 2 stages, 3 stages. Also, quick note, all of this part, these are covered by resource reward statues, so you might want to get one of those once you get into headquarters level 28. And so we have fast forwarded through a couple stages of Dr. T, and that is because I want to go into the Shop of Evil and buy this extra builder right about there. That way we've got the extra builder. I don't have to spend diamonds. I can get this going and keep that going as I upgrade my headquarters. Now, of course, our headquarters is way too many resources, but that's where that resource boat comes in handy. A couple of you asked, how do you view how much is in it? You just click on it. Then you have to click again to collect. So they changed that forever and a day ago, but there we go. We're going to get that upgrade started. We are going to use a blueprint because I'd rather do a blueprint than 700 diamonds. And we'll just leave this going in the background. Now, what do you upgrade after your headquarters if you're headquarters level 27? First and foremost, I'm going to turn off my new headquarters skin and go back to the default because I like the way that headquarters level 28 looks for the second. And then we're going to get up here, and this is going to be your next upgrade. Do get your sculptor going. Back down here we go to get some more resources. Note that our goal is full, so we're going to leave it full because I don't want to pull more gold out of it than I have to. We're going to go like that. We've pulled some resources out, and now in here, you'll notice that we do have some new levels of heroes. For me, I'm going to go for Brick because I use her a ton on operations. We've got her upgrading. And then in our armory, I still haven't finished maxing out this level of the armory, but we definitely want to get that upgraded as well. Now, I just filled my boats, and it was not for the armory, but nonetheless, we're going to spend some of that. We're going to come back into here, collect some of that, and this is the next important upgrade. Armory is all right, but let's be honest. An armory upgrade gives you about 8% on a troop damage and health and things like that, and the Sculptor is going to do way more than that. So we're going to get that Sculptor done, and this is where we suddenly are looking fairly great. Now we can come down into our statue storage. It is almost never useful, but right about now it is. So I'm going to add more troop damage. We're going to bring that troop damage statue out, and suddenly we have 13% up to 26% more troop damage, which is bonkers good. So now we're sitting here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't want to boost that. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 troop damage statues. Operations are going to be easier. Not a good thing, really. But, I mean, good thing-ish, but watering down operations is kind of terrible at the same time. So, we've got that upgraded. Now we're going to get our Engraver upgraded. Look how expensive that is. My gosh. 12 million wood, 12 million stone, 12 million iron. Do I even have that much in storage? No, so we have to spend diamonds because I have not upgraded my stone storage, which you can see right about there. So I am tempted to upgrade that. That's going to take 18 hours though, so we don't got time for that. We're going to click back in, get some more goodness, and then back into that Engraver. And quick note, someone in my comments did mention if you are focused on offense only, like perhaps you want to get the newly nerfed armor leveled up a little bit, do not upgrade your Engraver. Big warning here. Do not upgrade your Engraver unless you want to use defensive engraving. So for me, on this account, I probably should leave it at level 1, but I'm going to do it anyways just because I want the new hotness. And now you saw there, it was using a build token. So speaking of build tokens, the Gunboat, you guessed it, we're going to upgrade that as well. We're going to get that going, and we are going to spend that build token, and this is where things get a little bit uncomfortable. Like the new level of landing craft carries 1 more rifleman. So yes, you probably want to get these upgraded bit by little bit, but I am not going to focus on those whatsoever. What I am going to do instead is drop my new shock mine. We've got a whole new 1 shock mine, I think it is. Let's just double check. Yep, 1 whole new shock mine. We're going to place that back there, and you don't need to use a build token to do that. We now have more stone storage, more iron storage. don't really care about the storage, to be honest. I'm not going to build them because it just gives our opponents more GBE, and you only really need them to get that Engraver level up. So maybe skip doing that. The new Engraver does not work more quickly or do anything more exciting except for that statue. So yes, there are some more upgrades you could do, but really the only one that you might want to consider is doing the vault. And I gotta admit, it took me a while to find this. If you're ever looking for your buildings, I like to come in here and you get a better view without the trees, and I can see, hey, the vault's at the back wall. So then I come back here and there is the vault. We are gonna get some more resources from our boat down here, and these only fill your storages, so don't worry about emptying it because it's not going to overfill your gold or anything like that. And then we're going to get that vault started. Is it a waste of a build token? Probably, but I know a lot of you really don't like to lose your resources, so getting your vault upgraded is probably the only other thing on your list. Yes, we could upgrade our critter launchers and get slightly more damage and slightly more health. And so the things that can be upgraded after you upgrade to have headquarters level 28, of course, are the bunker, the iron mine, the wood storage, the sculptor, the gunboat, the landing craft, the armory, the vault, and the engraver. And then on the defensive side, it's the bunker, like I already said, the sniper tower, machine gun, mortar, cannon, flamethrower, boom cannon, rocket launcher, critter launcher. So you probably want to get those boom cannons up. I really wish there was a shock launcher. I would like to see a third shock launcher introduced at some point, but that's another day. So get your heroes upgraded. You can't do 2 heroes at once, unfortunately. There's no build token option for heroes, but that is the bulk of this update. You might want to throw down a resource reward statue, or maybe you throw down your first blue statue and get that engraver going, but do know that it isn't super obvious that these purple guys right here are covered by resource reward statues. Now, I don't think there's an engraving that covers that, but it's been a minute and a day since I've done that, so maybe there's an engraving that gives you slightly more resources. Maybe that alchemy might be worthwhile, but regardless, do all of the stages of Dr. T. I know that a bunch of you, including me, have kind of given up on it. Well, it's back to useful because there's going to be monthly deals and weekly deals and daily deals in that shop, so very much worthwhile. And do I recommend this troop combo? No, I have no idea why I have it loaded, but it kind of walks through things and mechs shock things, and we lose a couple Zookas in the process, and then we got a hint to find Rudero, just showing you where I'm at in the Rudero hunt. It's not very far. Time savers, somewhat useful. Crystals, somewhat useful. More likely going to be use this to get some build tokens, and I think that's all that's on my list at the second. Time savers doesn't. That's a decent deal. I mean, you're getting 5 time savers for 500, which you pick up in 2 later stages, so not bad. Regardless, do love that new shop. I just hope they keep it fresh and active and new and all the rest of the things. So that, my friends, is about all. Now, we do have our vault upgrading, but we need to get rid of some of that gold, so I am going to, you guessed it, upgrade my Zookas because that's the troop I use the most, and now going to see if there's anything else we can upgrade. It looks like no, so I'm gonna come down here and get all of the raw crystals. Don't convert to raw crystals unless you're not planning on emptying that boat, though, because you're gonna get way more out of that boat the next time you do it, which is not necessarily what you're after. Anyways, new update does have some bugs. If you've encountered any of them, do let me know, but like I said, that Proto Troop Workshop should be back up and running soon. It does need a bug fix, though, so we're gonna try to, you know what, let's get rid of this tree. It's not doing anything back there except for hiding our gold storage, and then we can space things out a little bit because I hate having buildings touching. That is all. I am zmot. Not a lot of actual gameplay, but hopefully that gets you into the update, regardless if your headquarters level 11 or 28. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm zmot. Peace.